politics is, if nothing but, dirty. It has always been dirty and will continue to be dirty. It's violent, it's angry, it involves backstabbing and denigrating your opponent, all for the hope that you can someday achieve power. And many of the objects in the exhibit here speak to the practice of mudslinging, of denigrating your opponent, of building narratives about their flaws, about their plans, or about their personalities. And there are two objects that I really want to highlight for you today. Very common objects, very simple objects that underscore the tensions and the mudslinging of their particular eras. The first is a bank. Again, a simple cast iron bank. You put a penny in the bank, you flip a little lever, and the penny is deposited in the back of an individual sitting in a chair. And it represents Tammany Hall, the political machine of New York City, controlling all the levers of power in the city and New York State as well. And the fact that one would have a cast iron Tammany Hall bank means that they believe in the corruption of Tammany Hall, that their tax dollars are being put into the pocket of the politicians of the day, and are conveying the negativity, conveying this particular attitude about Tammany Hall in such a simple object. Something where you're keeping your savings, something that you might give to a child in the late 19th or early 20th century. And so supporters, largely Republican supporters and critics of Tammany Hall, would see this as an object to keep in your home, to show others that you believe that your tax dollars are being wasted based on those in power. The other object is the way that mudslinging can be turned around by the candidates, and this was first successfully done by William Henry Harrison, the shortest-lived US president. When he ran for president, he was denigrated as a country bumpkin who lived in a log cabin and just drank hard cider. And rather than taking that as an insult, he turned it around and used it to brand himself as the candidate of the common people. So many of the campaign objects that we have included here include a log cabin with a large barrel of hard cider at its side. That William Henry Harrison was the man of the people. He wasn't the elite New York politician in Martin Van Buren. He was a man who had come from what was then the West. He was a man who had experienced the wilds of America, and he was a man who spoke for the masses, not the elites. And so he was able to take the mudslinging and fling it back at Martin Van Buren in his successful campaign victory. Now, as you might remember from your presidential trivia, William Henry Harrison's presidency does not last that long, but his campaign proved that you could take a negative and turn it into a positive.